Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Hearthstone time. Specifically, it's time for the Naxxramas Construct Quarter. That's right. Now, I haven't done any research about this. The only things I know about are the reward cards. So, I don't really know what these, I don't know what these particular challenges are going to be like. But we're going to find out together. Normal Naxxramas. Choose. And 700 gold away. I haven't heard anything about bugs this time around. I'm assuming there aren't, but then again, I might not have heard because I don't listen to a lot of news. Construct Quarter. Activate. So here, interestingly enough, we have 4 challenges, not just 3 like in the previous ones. So that's going to be interesting. There are quite a few cards that are available. I'm just going to go through them real quickly and then get to work. So the Undertaker, we've seen him in some of the enemy decks, and I don't know if he's the most powerful card in the universe, but for a 1-drop, he's pretty damn good. 1/2 for 1, a little on the weak side, but if you cast a single minion with Death Rattle while he's in play, he's a 2/2, he's a 2/3, and he only gets bigger if you can keep that going. And there's the Mad Scientist, who is a powerhouse, right? 2/2 for 2, again, not great stats, but I mean, his Death Rattle is not just drawing you a card, it's putting a specific kind of card directly into play from your deck. Now, getting a random secret could potentially screw you up a little bit, or it could be just not according to your plan. But it's hard for it to really be bad. It might not be a good use of that secret based on the timing, but getting a free secret is really strong. I mean, the secret costs more than he does, and you're getting it for free. Then we have Zombie Chow, which is a very odd card, really. I mean, it's a 2/3 for 1, so yay, he's huge and fights really well against other 1 or 2 cost minions, right? I mean, he's not going to do worse than trade against anything that costs 1 or 2 mana. Except that when he dies, it heals the enemy hero for 5. You have to think about this a little bit, though. First off, if he's your 1-drop, you haven't done any damage to the opponent yet. If you're just using this guy to help you control the board in the first 2 or 3 turns, he does a fantastic job. His drawback is meaningless if your opponent's at full health. And in priest decks, you can drop this guy with the Arachnid Soul Priest, who turns healing into damage. Now, if he dies, so you have him in play, you play the Soul Priest and then attack and trade him for something, and your opponent takes 5 damage. Craziness. So, he's interesting. I don't know how much play we're going to see, but I'm sure there's going to be some, because he does lend himself to that weirdness. But also, he's very strong early game control. Restoring 5 health to the enemy hero seems like a pretty big drawback for most of the game, so, yeah. Then, there's the Wailing Soul. He comes into play, you don't get a choice, he just silences all your minions, which removes, say, negative drawbacks, like this or the Dancing Swords. Now, that's a really weird combo. He is still a 3/5 for 4, so he has good stats. But I mean, there are other really strong 3/5 for 4s that you could use. So you're not playing him unless you have a good reason to be silencing your own minions. I mean, I guess you could also silence Arachnid so that he can attack on command. That's got to be an unpleasant surprise. And then, of course, the reward is 2 legends for the price of 1, which is really kind of because they're both half a legend. Stalag and Fugan, you have a 7/4 for 5 and a 4/7 for 5. Both of those are pretty okay stats, you know. Like, I don't like Stalag as much, but for 5 mana, I'm much more willing to pay 5 mana for the way too offensive stat sort of guy than, you know, a little bit more mana for the Magma Dog Beast. You know what I mean? Gorehound. So 7/4 for 5 is okay. 4/7 for 5 is pretty damn good. But again, neither of those is very exciting. The trick is they each have a Death Rattle, which also does nothing. But if both of those Death Rattles have triggered in the same game, then when the second one goes off, you get an 11-11 with no stats. Now that's crazy. It's going to be very interesting. And they are a good target to silence. I bet they're going to be involved in this last fight here. But anyway, let's see, what's our first guy?
Is sewn together from adventurers who couldn't defeat Lorewalker Cho.
Yeah. Okay. Patchwork is pretty famous. And he can pay 4 mana and just destroy a minion. Wow, that is annoying. So, on the surface, this makes you think, oh, you should play a whole ton of weenies. I'm thinking that the rest of his deck is going to make that a lot harder. That's just my guess. From what I've seen of these abilities, the ability often makes you think that one thing will be best in the fight, but frequently the actual deck they use goes against that. So what do I want to use? I could try and just paladin my way through the wing. I think we found that it's unlikely that my first deck is going to defeat them all anyway. But I could try that. Or shaman deck. I haven't practiced with the shadow. Let's try the shaman. I don't play shaman enough in constructed. I have put some stuff in this deck to try and make it interesting. I mean, clearly, there's only so much you can do about that ability, but we're gonna try. See, that would have been nice to know. Not only can he just pay 4 mana to destroy something, but he starts out with a 5 attack, 8 use weapon. We're gonna have to read the text on that. Feral Spirit's gonna be good. I don't need both Dark Iron Dwarves, but the Nerubian Egg would go well with one of them. Windspeaker, okay. What is the text on his weapon? Hurry up. Oh, I get the coin this time. He goes first. Death Rattle, put this weapon into your hand. So, wait. He just has unlimited hooks? And oh, he has no cards. Wow, I think I am playing totally the wrong deck for this. Boy, it would have been nice to know, like, how his fight was. So he's trying to solo you. He doesn't even have cards.
The elements will destroy you. Playtime?
I mean, the best deck for this would just be a deck full of taunt, probably. Oh, I should have coined this out last turn. That would have been good. Oh well. Well, we're gonna play it now. Should have played it last turn. But yeah, so he blows up a minion for free every turn, and then, oh my god, this is gonna be insane. He deliberately avoids this one, or he just goes from the left if there's no difference. I don't know. I'm already down to 10 health. Not good. I just drew another Feral Spirit. That's pretty good. Okay. I can't play that and boost the egg to attack at this turn, though. Well, whatever. I'm going to play the Feral Spirits, and I should probably make a totem. I could get a taunt. Yeah, you know what? I'm tempted to put out no. I might have to just start fighting him, though. Because I'd like to start the totems, but that's kind of a slow strategy to try and get to the point where I can... If I could get out all the totems, it's still not going to work that well, because he's destroying an extra one every turn. So I think I have to start beating him down, which is not going to work out too well. Oh, I didn't attack. So horrible. Am I going to have to make a custom deck just for fighting him? Quite possibly, even on like normal here, because he is an unusual sort of threat. Okay, well, let's get this going. However, I should have hit him for 2 last turn. putting myself significantly behind by not having done so. Oh, that's right. I can't just trade this against him that way. You know, this is really inconvenient. That's not going to help. Wow. So yeah, I did not do a good job of this. It doesn't matter. I lose anyway.
Elements guide me.
There's no way to silence a weapon either, so you can't totally disarm him. Which is good. It would be pretty stupid if you could.
Feel the power.
Woohoo. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he just kills me. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, Totems was wrong for this. I should have just gone Paladin. Since I don't want to just make a whole custom deck just for him on normal, that seems inappropriate. Let's go Paladin. I'm glad I didn't try and go Priest on him, though. So much of my Priest deck is like using your opponent's stuff. Not have worked out well. Now, it's possible my Paladin deck is too slow for this. I don't know. Oh, the Spectral Knight's immune to his ability. That kicks ass. Equality we don't need. Peacekeeper's fine because he's a 3-mana creature. Should I get rid of the Spectral Knight? I think I might actually keep the Spectral Knight. Just because. This deck probably doesn't have a lot of taunt, but it does make a lot of minions that are actually able to attack him, unlike all the 0s, 2s. And he goes first, like he's got a huge advantage there. That is a weak-ass card against him. Do I want to coin out a reinforcement? It'll start beating on him, or he'll kill it. If he wastes time killing it, that'd be awesome, but I don't think he will. I don't think he wastes any time killing anything that's not taunt. Would be my guess. So, I think I am just going to coin out a reinforcement.
Reporting for duty.
Actually, you know what? I should have put out the owl, because it would have done a lot more damage to him first. Oh well. We'll save that for later. Whatever.
The battle.
The beatings, they are coming. Oh, that's not very helpful. Actually, this deck just might not have the taunt capacity needed to confront him. I may actually just have to make a custom deck, because I don't have one that's for this. Wow. Too slow? Yeah, because he's not going to hit any of my minions because he doesn't need to. Ugly. I guess save this in case I get a taunt, but I don't think I will. I think he's just going to kill me. Awesome.
Follow the rule. The battle.
Nope, game over.
For the Lich King. The battle.
Okay. We're going to have to go take a little stop and make an anti-patchwork deck, apparently. Now, interestingly, weapon hosing stuff doesn't seem especially useful. Did not expect to have to immediately make a new deck for normal mode, but he is a pretty unusual one. I can see why there are 4 challenges, though, because he's an interesting challenge, kind of, but it's not going to be that tricky to defeat him, you know. I don't want to get rid of my No Rares Paladin. I like my No Rares Paladin. Oh well. My Hunter deck is nothing special. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so what class do we want to use against him? That's a good question. I mean, I guess the obvious is warrior. Because, yeah, then I can just kick his ass with weapons. So, maybe I should have tried my warrior deck. I don't know. But we're going to make a custom anti-patchwork deck here. It doesn't need anything but offensive cards and taunty stuff. This is no use because it's only on my turn, not on the enemy turn. I don't know if the Armor Smith is going to do that much for me. Shield block would be good. That buys me a whole turn. We're just going to use the big weapons. I don't think I need the Arathi Weaponsmith. I think I'm going to have enough weapons with these, which is why I'm going to use the upgrade instead. Mostly I need taunt minions. Shield Bearer, sure, he's worth 5 health. Deckhand's pretty rushy. Rush type stuff is pretty good, but I think mostly the rest of my deck should just... Oh, I'm going to have to take things out, because I'm going to need a lot of taunt. Taunt is going to be power against this guy. And all his destroying of minions is controlled, so there's really not a lot of advantage to... Yeah. I don't even want this kind of taunt so much. If I have 1-drops, they should be more like attacking oriented. I want taunt that has attack so that he takes damage when he kills them, I guess. Although, then again, he might waste a Hateful Strike. No, I'm sure he uses it on the biggest guy, right? We don't actually know that his AI is that good. I don't need these rushy guys as much, do I? I need things that can survive Inner Rage and Cruel Taskmaster. So at least 2 hit points. This is probably good, though. And actually, the Knife Juggler is pretty good. I mean, he's not going to attack the Knife Juggler, but I need to fit in a whole ton of taunt. Do I want Sun Fury Protector? I guess he's not killing my non-taunt minions, so I should be able to get out minions for this. I only have 1 Arcane Golem. Oh, whatever. Oh, Dancing Swords. Use Dancing Swords to kill him, man. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see how this works. Hold on. Get rid of the upgrades. We don't need them as much. 2 Death Lords. Loot Hoarder's pretty good. Sun Fury is good. I don't think the Frolic Berserker is as big a deal as the Dancing Swords in this particular matchup. Actually, Gorehowl isn't that great. It's only... Yeah. I need the stuff to keep me alive longer, I think. I'm going to need the Slug Belcher, or Sludge Belcher, I mean. That is what I need. Cult Master, draw cards when he kills things. I don't know, I think I... Oh. Red Corsair, good though. Damn it. Very good. And Mogushan Warden can survive 1 hit from him, although he's just going to blow it up, and it doesn't do much damage back to him. Did I just do it with these cards and not as much taunt? I don't know. I feel like I should have like a ton of taunt in here, which is definitely not what I have. Oh, yeah, I had another thought. Okay, well, let's see. The Spectral Knight may be just too slow, given that he goes first. So Arcane Golem is ideal. If I had another... I should almost just make an Arcane Golem for that. You know what? Let's just make an Arcane Golem. once he has 4 mana, there's no difference between him having. So there's only a small window there where it actually matters whether I give him that extra mana or not. Demonac, Taskmaster. The weapons are just may not actually be the path to power here. They do a fair amount of damage, but minions will do more damage most of the time. Weapons are nice because they're hasty, but you know what? I don't need the fiery war axes. Like that's early game stuff. Okay, this is totally changed from what I thought I needed to be doing. But I do need the sludge belcher. Why do I keep saying slug? I don't know. He's perfectly designed for this, frankly. And I don't know, everything else is too slow with the taunt. Let's put in a shield master. I mean, honestly, the wolves are super good if I wanted to stick with the other approach. Charge things would be okay. I mean, this is the one deck where I could use the stupid magma ragers. Just like taunt him because he's not going to try and kill them in any way. So are they better than a loot hoarder? Loot hoarder is drawing me more cards. And he's cheaper. Neither Loot Hoarder nor the Magma Rager can survive the Cruel Taskmaster or the Inner Rage, so that's not so good. The Abusive Sergeant, maybe I don't need him as much. You know what, I'm going to get rid of the Abusive Sergeants in favor of the more taunt. Or actually, there's no difference between a Shield Bearer and I should just use the Goldshire Footman. Or both, actually. I should have both of those. Right. Keep changing what I'm putting in here. Protector. King Golem, Dancer Stars. Boy, is this ever not your ordinary deck. Right. What would I take out for the Shield Bearers? You know, Heroic Strike. Why would I use the one-shot stuff? It's for killing minions or for having more like instant sort of one-shot damage. That's the least useful thing. More minions is better against him because the more minions you have, the less he's crushing your entire force when he uses his ability. Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. This one is just for you, Patchwork. So theoretically, this should be a walk in the park. I mean, we know exactly what he does every time. He doesn't have any cards. It's just whether I get a decent draw or not. But since this deck is specifically designed to kill him, and since his mechanics are so simple, you would think I could just do it, right? You would think.
Victory or death!
That's expensive. This can be used on a Goldshire Footman, not that he'll live long enough. Okay. Ow.
Ready for action!
So I could Inner Rage him just to get 2 extra damage, but that seems pointless. Speaking of pointless. But this is a good time for him. Naturally, Deathlord has no drawback against a guy with no cards. But he also survives a hit, which is pretty awesome. So, let's see. This would give him enough mana, but he's already going to have enough mana to destroy a minion. Maybe I want to save this and try and have more minions, though? I don't know. I can't do that much better with my turn, can I? Like, he's going to kill them both. So, actually, he might... If he destroys the taunt one, then he's just going to go for my face with the hook. He won't kill my other thing, will he? So I could play this, and... Yeah, okay. Inner Rage. Because logically, he'll use his ability to blow up the taunt minion. Which means this should continue to deal damage to him. Or not. I guess he destroys the minion that does the most damage. That's not the end of the world.
Back to work!
Blows up the one that does the most damage, and then he hits me in the face. Okay. Little things to figure out about his AI. Do I want to shield? I would shield block now, but this is the first. This is a good time. It uses all my mana very efficiently, so we're going to do the Arcanite Reaper.
No problem.
I probably should have enraged him, but actually, would it have made a difference? I don't know. How can I screw this up now? Oh, nice. Deathlord, we're going to save and play them both in the same turn, because then he has to, then he'll have to go through one of them with his actual attack. If I just play them one at a time, they're just going to get destroyed for free. The Dread Corsair, of course I would get him after I use the mana, but I have all these guys, so that's fine. Oh. Whoops. That's not fine. Okay. I miscalculated, because I'm an idiot. Gets his hook back, it doesn't cost enough that it matters. Like, destroying the hook, I guess because it costs 3, it might matter in earlier turns. I guess it would stop him from destroying for one turn, I suppose, but...
Put this apple on your head.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, you're about to lose, buddy. Wait a second. I miscalculated. I should have boosted the attack on the taunt, because his AI would have attacked it anyway. Oops. Maybe you're not as about to lose as we previously thought. Why did I play that alone? Ah, I'm apparently really trying to lose. Oh! Making him draw a card actually killed him. That's interesting to know. I can't imagine that works on the higher difficulty. I'm gonna have to try though. Okay. So that was weird. We're obviously not going through all of them with the same deck this time.
This is my prototype for an army of giants. You are test subject 1.
Okay, so he's a giant. 2 mana, Poison Cloud. Deal 1 damage to all minions. If any of them die, summon a slime. Okay, so Weenies is not the strategy for him. I don't think this is radical enough that it calls for the mage, which basically had no small minions before. The one they used for Noth, I think it was, but I don't think that's true. I think we're going to go to the usual strategy of just priestifying. I've got to make up some ground here, since that first opponent took a lot more effort than usual on normal difficulty.
Anduin versus Robulus.
The light shall bring victory.
Meat. Part of a balanced breakfast. Don't need this yet. Maybe just this? No, maybe keep it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's probably stupid. Oh well, whatever. Thought steal, that's usually good. So what do you got? Oh well, that's good to have together.
The light shall burn.
You tonk.
Yeah, I'm with him. I want that emote now for the future. This flipping him doesn't seem that good. He can do 1 damage to all minions, so he'd be able to finish this off, and then he gets a slime, which, assuming it's the regular slime, it's a 1/2 taunt. I mean, that's not the end of the world that it gets a 1/2 taunt. I'm worried about how big they're going to be on the other difficulty, or how much damage this might deal. But I guess I'm just going to take it from him. If I play this, then he can trade and then just kill her, but maybe it's worth having her out anyway.
Shield
Yeah, it looks like he would still have to trade this to, like, if I can kill this guy, I will certainly be in a better place. Dancing Swords. Oh, that needs to die. I'll draw a card, and also because it's going to kick my ass. Well, let's Thought Steal him. Mutating Injection. Give a minion +4/+4 and Taunt. And Cold Blood. Holy crap! He's going to beat my face in a sec. But I'm thinking I might want to keep her alive. I was going to kill that. Then he could kill her and get a slime. But maybe I should keep her alive so that I can Mutating Injection? No, I'm going to be taking a horrendous amount of damage in the short term. If this is what his cards are like, then he could really, like, beat me down in no time. Next turn I can play the Soul Priest and blow everything up, but...
I got this.
Oh, then she's going to take one. Oh, that's so annoying. I do not know the best strategy for dealing with this.
I got this.
It's not whatever I'm doing, though. Whatever. I'm going to kill him because it should over time, it will reduce the amount of damage I take. I'm glad he didn't slam first. In fact, that slam was a total waste, because he could have gotten a slime by poison clouding me. I want to copy that. I don't know. I think I really just need to play her and kill it, even though he can kill her for free. I can't let that thing still be out there. Yeah, I don't see a lot of choice here. So we turn healing into damage, and boom. Now, of course, he can just pay 2 mana, kill her, and get a slime. Oh my god! I'm so glad he wasted that there. He could Echoing Ooze and then play these things on it. It would become multiple massive oozes. That's insanity. Wow, would that be bad. Oh, his slimes are 2/2 without Taunt. That is interesting. So I can play the Unstable Ghoul, and then what? I could give it +4/+4 in Taunt. It already has Taunt, so that's kind of a waste. If it survived, though, then I could Mutating and... Like, if it survived with the Mutating Injection, then I could copy it. But I don't think that's going to work out for me. Let's just play him and heal myself, I think. I mean, I suppose I could play the Alchemist and turn one of those guys into a 2/1, so it would die when he goes up. But that's not really helping. Actually, they're probably going to take 1 damage from attacking him anyway, so no, I'm just going to heal myself for now.
What we do.
You're okay? Fairy Dragon, right. I could copy him, but then everything's just going to die, and I'm not going to get anywhere. I was hoping to copy something that would actually get me ahead. Like, copying something with these would be tremendously valuable, but I have to get some things out and have them live that long. And that's not going to happen very well with him out there, is it? I'll play the Fairy Dragon. So there's a pretty good chance of getting through to kill him. And I think I'm going to play the Crazed Alchemist just to have something. Yes, he'll die from that, but I need something alive to make sure I can kill it. And we're not going to waste this now, so I'll just heal myself. So his AI is to use that on them, even though he didn't just summon it, so it doesn't actually work as well. So I'm one turn away from having enough mana to mutating injection something and then manipulator it. Everything is going to die when I hit this, except this guy won't, which is a problem. Because if both my guys die, then I can't get rid of that. But neither of them is going to be big enough. I mean, I could waste the mutating injection on one of them so that it would survive that. But then I would lose it killing this guy. Because, yeah, it'd be 5 health. I could heal it up to 6. Take 2, and then he does 5. So that's not going to work. Why do I not have any silence right now? Silence right now would be awesome. I could copy this, but then I don't have my... Then I lose all my junk, and it's not really helping. Man. He doesn't boost them enough to survive. Like, I may need the injection just to survive. So much for using it to kill him. I guess we'll just have to settle for the cold blood. But if I could get to a situation where I could do this on something that can attack, and I also faceless and manipulator it, that combination of the double things, I'd have a reasonable chance of just killing him in a couple turns, which right now I'm not looking... It's not looking like I'm going to be killing him at all. I don't know. I guess to get that far, I'm going to have to mutating injection this, which sucks. And I could heal him up to 5, which is not enough. So I'm just going to heal myself and play this, although of course I can't put spells on that. Why didn't I just attack that? This is like a huge risk that that something would happen that would be beneficial to him. God damn it. That was bad of me. I should have just killed that. So playing him would make this big enough to kill the swords. But he'd draw a card if I did that. I mean, I guess I could boost him and kill that, but no, that doesn't work. If I just kill that, then what am I doing? I mean, I could copy it, then it dies, I draw a card, I won't be able to play as much, though. I think we're at that situation now. Things are looking pretty ugly. Okay. Can't even heal myself and play the Unstable Ghoul. I think I need the Unstable Ghoul, though, because although that does mean that he can probably use this and kill my guy, if I don't, he could boost this up and kill me. Oh, he has so much crazy taunt. And he did do that with enough mana left to Poison Cloud. Awesome. I don't have enough mana to double Holy Nova yet. I could Loatheb and give him Taunt. It wouldn't last long, though. I guess we'll just Holy Nova, see what I draw from the swords. And heal myself. Next turn I can Loatheb, give Taunt, stuff like that. Where's Mass Silence when you need one? Mass Silence? Of course not. Although that works okay with my taunt giving plans. So to do that, you can, if you play a spell, it'll be probably all you do next turn.
I see.
And we'll taunt up here.
What we do.
He has so much, like, Death Rattle taunt. He played the Echoing Ooze, but he can't afford his buff spell. His AI might have been messed up by that. He might have had the injection and just not being able to. Thought Steal again would be good. How's my position doing for that? So Holy Nova right now, he will get a 4/4 from this, but it'll kill a mountain of stuff. And then actually I can hit that and kill even more stuff. And I'll get a 4/4. Oh, it's starting to hurt my head already. If I Thought Steal, then I won't have enough mana to Holy Nova and Defender of Argus. Unfortunately. He's low on cards in hand, which is good. How important is it that I kill all this stuff? He could use all that junk to kill my 4/4, which is not good. He could also do 4 damage to me. I think maybe I should Thought Steal. I don't think killing all those is as important, especially if I don't have a way to silence that right now. Heroic Strike. Okay. I got an Echoing Ooze to go with my Cold Blood. That could be fantastic, but not right this second. Yeah. I see a play developing, but for now... I mean, I could Cold Blood this, which would be a waste now that I have the Echoing Ooze. That's no good. But that would allow it to kill him, which would kill all that stuff. I would get my 4/4. He would get his 4/4. And then I could, like, hit and Holy Nova his 4/4 and come out ahead. That would be pretty good. So even though I'm hosing this play, maybe that's worth it. Or maybe I could do it with the Heroic Strike, but then I don't get... that works out the same. I get my 4/4 anyway. If I Heroic Strike him instead of using this to kill him, if I use the Heroic Strike, I take 4 damage and another 2, so I'll be pretty low. But I've got enough mana to do this and Holy Nova, and then I'll save my Echoing Ooze play. Okay.
By the light.
I got this.
Alright. He is low on cards. He's Poison Clouding fairly pointlessly. That was his turn? Okay. Check this out. Okay, so if you didn't see the mechanics of these before, if I didn't talk about them, his battle cry is gone off now. That's what the bubble is. At the end of this turn, it's going to give me a copy of whatever he is at the end of this turn. Or whatever. The fact is, if I buff him, the copy will get the buffs. So I can go Cold Blood, and then I should be able to Defender of Argus.
My seal for Argus.
And his copy should come out with the Argus buff. I'm going to heal myself instead of this guy. I'm guessing the 4 and 5 health aren't going to be that different, and I need the healing. Hit him. Boom. Poison Cloud's not getting you very far. Okay, he does have more than 2 Echoing Oozes. That's good to know. There's his Mutating Injection. Okay, the Heroic Strike is fine, because I have an army of high attack taunt things, so he's just killing himself. That's fine. And of course, this might be a threat since they have taunt. But I have Mass Dispel, so I win. How eloquent. Back to the drawing board indeed. So, it actually took me a few matches. I think I'm going to have to split up the normal wing of the Construct Quarter into a second video. So, we'll continue this next time. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.